cypress tree. Zebra cats walking around here with Sasquatch. Look how high up these are. Fossil hunting. Tarzan, baby. Tarzan does what he does. Making our way through. Good morning, folks. We have hacked our way through the jungle again. We try not to hack it too much, but just enough we can get through. Well, good morning, folks. We have made our way back into the jungle. Phantom Cat Swamp. Kathy's hard at it, as you can see. And found a dead tree here, which is what you're hooked to. Phone's hooked to right now, and another tree a little further down, so start doing some digging. So welcome to our show. Come on along. We're on a little side shoot off of the Peace River. Hacked our way in again. Past that scary tree. Actually, it's pretty dang cool. So come on along. Let me show you what I got. Alrighty, had to flip that around. Have a little trouble with my mount here. Direct the governor about that. Need trees suitable for mounting my camera. And right down in here, you see that? I think you can. I'm digging around some of these trees. I'm about 6 scoops in, I guess. This is part of a very big bone. We're talking kind of career you'd pull the boat over and wait for him to cross. You won't want to try to muscle him out of the way. Of course, we weren't around then. Here's that oyster. It looks like I'm on the sea bottom. Old fossil oyster. Pretty cool. That up there. Got barnacle stuff. We must be right in the ocean bed. Yeah, way back here in Phantom Cat Swamp. We're on the ancient seafloor, which is what Florida is based on. Limestone is the old seafloor. Another barnacle. I know, thrilling stuff, isn't it? But also found part of a deer's antler. Pretty busted up, but that's what it is. Would have branched off into tines, and afraid they don't hold up very well once they fossilize and fall in the creek or the river. Another barnacle. I just find it cool that you find those back here. Curlicue shell, some sort of, this is the inside cast of a shell. Shell's long gone, but sediment that gathered inside of there hardened, and pretty cool looking. Pufferfish mouth plate. Yep. Right there. Pufferfish or blowfish, whatever you like to call them. And some more sea bottom. More barnacles. Why am I keeping all them barnacles? To show you. You tuned in to look at barnacles. What? You say you didn't? Here's a shark. It's like a bowl. Yeah, dusky. It's like a dusky shark. Pretty cool. We're down in the ocean. I'm thinking this is a gator tooth. It's pretty beat up. So we got quite a selection so far, just 6 scoops in. Just poking around with my poker and found this spot. This is part of a tusk. Oh, I gotta get it in here where you can see it, huh? I don't know if you can see that crosshatch on there, but kind of like if you press some putty up against your screen. Little X's. Tiny fine screen kind of thing. But unfortunately for tusks, once they get exposed, something runs into them, whacks them, and they bust up into little pieces. This looks like a barracuda tooth. Barracuda. And more sea bottom. Oh, there we go, another shark. Looks like a tiger. Tiger shark. Oh, pretty cool, pretty good start for 6 scoops in. Anybody else in here? So I didn't sift that all the way, did I? Here's part of the shell. You're like, we're in Florida. Yeah, I know, but we're a long way from the ocean there is now. Long way. Alrighty. Pretty good start. Kathy's making good noises. Says she's got tiger shark. That's always good. Happy wife, happy life. Cool. Well, welcome back. Had to move to another tree. I was sinking too far down in the muck. And I still have trouble with this one. Okay. Got this really cool little fossil shell. Look at that little delicate thing. Dang. That survived all that time. Just scooped up this. About another half a dozen scoops in. Probably 12 scoops altogether. And this is a fish vert. Fossil fish vert. Sure exactly what kind of fish, but this one's in really good shape. That's promising. People don't usually leave behind the good stuff. This is the base of a deer antler. Just found a piece a little while ago. This is the base of it. Probably been shed off of his head. Oyster. Quite a selection. Ocean bottom and deer. Clam cast. This is what sediment filled up a clamshell, and then it hardened, fossilized, and then the shell is long since gone. Pretty cool. And another one, same thing, clam cast. But this is looking promising. Good sized chunks of stuff. I don't know what that is, but when you see good sized chunks, you can expect to find good sized stuff. Good sized stuff in there, so keep at it. A little deep, but the water is dropping, so been a long time, been high water for a month and a half. Nice to see it dropping. Okay, very next scoop. Found some stuff. You're in there. Another fish vert. This one's not as pretty as the other one, but he's still intact. Let me poke it. More barnacles. Barnacles and stuff. Another one. Piece of sea bottom barnacle. Big chunk of somebody. When you're finding big stuff like this, at least it gets me excited, because that means there are probably other stuff that big or from this critter. Another big critter. This is another piece of tusk. So maybe that's the big critter. Yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Alrighty. Piece of turtle. It's a turtle. Alright, let's see what else we can find. Back again. Getting excited, boy. Here's my... I always manage to find glyptodonts and giant armadillos. There's my glyptodont. Not a real huge one, but he's in pretty good shape. Pretty cool. Unusual shape on that one. Put that in my pocket. Another piece of tusk. Yeah, they get all smashed up. That's promising though. Might find something really cool off of this guy. Pretty excited about that. Keystone off a turtle. A little dinged up. Sorry about the wind. That's where his vertebra would have been, right there on his back. Broken right down the back of the turtle. It's going to be another windy day. I'm really happy with this gravel. Found it with my poker. It's like a broomstick with a metal rod on the end. And you can feel around underneath the sand. See if there's gravel under there. And there is. Alright, back again. Get some on that. Oop. Little tricky video in here. This tree fell over. I'm using the roots. Here's another oyster. You're like, enough with the oysters. But this is both sides, so this will be going on the table. A lot of what I already found already made it back into the creek. We throw back 95% of everything we find back into the creek. And we advocate doing that because less and less stuff to find. So if you're not going to do something with it, throw it back. This is the much debated bead or worm tunnel or piece of a crinoid or something. But if I was a Native American, I'd have strung them up. Got a couple of them this morning, and since we're back on private land, we can keep such things if that's what it is. And yes, another glyptodont. It's an unusual piece. I don't know exactly what part of the glyptodont, but that's what it is. A piece of a glyptodont's shell. Glyptodonts would have been the size of a Volkswagen Beetle. I've already got 2 parts. I have to build me one of those. Of course, they had 1,000+ scoots on them. I don't think I'm anywhere near that, but we'll Frankenstein something up. Back again. Not, I guess we're about, I guess I'm about 30 scoops into this deal. And there it is, the other guy. Seems like I get these every time I go out this year. I don't know if that's true. You could tell me in the comments. But seems like I get the glyptodonts in the armadillo. Giant armadillo would have been hundreds of pounds. Pretty much look like our armadillos now, only way bigger. But smaller than the glyptodont. But the same thing, 1,000+ of these things. So if I'm going to build one, I better get back to work. Oh, here's a tiger. Tiger shark. Tiger shark, still around. But I always like them. They're pretty cool. Still finding lots of barnacles and oysters. Figure you're tired of seeing that. And beads. Alright, let's see what else I can find. Back again. Yep. Another armadillo. Giant armadillo. Yeah, you already heard about that, huh? Glyptodonts and armadillos. Check this out. This is a little jaw, or part of a jaw. And I don't know off of what, but he's worn them teeth down pretty good. And it is a fossil. Gotta watch around here because some of these critters are still wandering around. You can find parts of them. Pretty cool, all worn down. This critter might have died a because it couldn't chew its food very good anymore. Or somebody else ate it. The mystery cat's ancestors. That is seriously cool. Got to go up and show Kathy that. Wish she had found it. She loves to find these. Little jaw. Gotta wrap that up in something so I don't mess it up. Like a sand shark. Sand shark tooth, real delicate. I've been finding little teeth I haven't been showing you, but that guy's pretty dang cool. I'm about 40 scoops in now. There's per turtle. And it's not easy peasy, but boy, I'm finding good stuff. It seems like I'm hitting limestone, the sea bottom, and coming up with barnacles, so who knows what we'll find back here in Mystery Cat Swamp. Alright, come up here to see how Kathy's doing. And she's gone. There's her tools. Didn't hear any big splashing. Heard some rustling in the brush, but kind of was hoping that was a cow. We are on a ranch back here in Mystery Cat Swamp. Who knows what happened to Kathy? Anyway. There she is. Oh, maybe Mr. Cat got you.
So I believe this is one of those holes that gets dug.
Oh, a crab tunnel.
Yeah.
This is crabs would have dug tunnels down in the bottom, and I don't know what they put on there to keep it from caving in. Saliva or something, and then that's what fossilizes. It's a crab tunnel. That's pretty cool. What else you got?
Well, first of all, this is huge stuff, and I'm supposed to find something here.
Yeah,
and
I know.
I dug and I dug.
Let me see what you got.
Well, here's
ooh, big sword of somebody.
Yeah.
Ooh, dang. I've been finding pieces of tusk. You might run into something cool up here. Something big is coming apart up here, a tusk. That is off of a big guy.
Right.
Mastodon or mammoth. That's pretty dang cool. My hand's already full. Better put the stuff down.
Possible turtle? Not sure.
Tortoise. Yeah, edge of a tortoise shell. Well, you are in some big stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, boy, that would have been a big heavy guy. Could have rode on that one. That tortoise. What else you got? Ooh, look at that. A vertebra. Let me show you the other side. Yeah, there we are. This is part of a big vertebra, probably off a whale or something like that. Since I've been finding barnacles and sea bottom down here, that's a pretty good guess. Man, you got some good stuff.
I got some stuff. I think that's a fossilized stick. I've been banging on it. Sounds like it, but...
Okay. A fossil stick.
Yep. That's actually a stick.
It's alright, I've been boring them with barnacles.
Yeah, I've been finding all kinds of cool barnacles. I'm not sure what the heck that is.
I don't know what that is either. Some kind of rib, I guess. Another one? Yeah. Some big skinny critter. Maybe a bird or something.
Tortoise, spur, armor, whatever.
Leg armor off a tortoise.
Vertebra.
Fish vertebra.
Keystone, turtle shell keystone.
Stone right down the back of the turtle. Mouth plate. Ray plate.
Couple nice.
Further up. Oh, no, don't put it down there. I'm twitchy down there.
Oh, sorry.
Your tiger might go for a swim. Come up on my hand farther.
And then here.
Oh, here, we'll do it this way.
Yeah.
My hand starts twitching.
That's a barracuda tooth.
Barracuda.
And some nicer teeth.
And some tigers. They're nice tigers.
They are.
Good stuff. Cool things.
But
I heard you making good noises up here.
Yeah.
show you something, 'cause that's how we are when we find something really cool.
Oh dear. The heck is that?
It's a jaw with teeth. I don't know what kind, but that's what it is.
Oh my.
I better put that,
That's
wrap it and put it into lunch.
Yeah.
It's seriously cool. And lots of barnacles. Found 2 glyptodons, 2 armadillos. Here comes the wind. Sorry about the wind noises, folks. Better shut it down.
Oh, it's something. Oh my God.
Big chunk of something.
Look at this big part. It's a broken vertebra.
Dang, that's a whale. No doubt about that. That's how thick that is.
Oh.
That is a whale of a vert. Or a vert of a whale. A little beat up, but...
Let me see if there's anything else here.
Yeah, what else is down there? What other part? There's his big teeth.
Yay, I found something else.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Exciting. Dang. Just got back from visiting Kathy. First scoop in. Well, since I got back. Probably like 45 scoops in. And this booger. Look at that. The sun on it. Boop. Hope you're seeing that. We got it in there. Can't miss that. Look at that. He's broke, but boy, that's a big chunk of it. And we are on private land, so that looks like some kind of fossil coral, which is really cool. You can see the little round things in it there. I bet you that's what that is. Fossilized coral. And they made it into a tool. Maybe an atlatl head. It's pretty big. That's probably half of it. Well, arrowheads are pretty tiny actually. So it's probably off an atlatl. But still, way cool. Who lost it? Who made it? Did they get dinner? There's a bead, it's broke. Well, we can also keep them, but I won't keep that one. And a really beat up snaggy tooth. What else in there? Little shark's teeth. Can't miss that when that pops up, boy. Amazing. That thing probably actually broke in use. Probably didn't break in here. Of course, could have. Pretty cool. Somebody made a arrowhead out of fossil coral. It's a fossil and an artifact. Dang. Can't beat that. I'm zooming in and out so you can see. Never quite sure. Looking at an angled screen here. Alright. Get back at it. Heck of a morning. Cool. Back again. On a piece of a mammoth tooth. It would have been about a foot wide and or a foot long, I should say, and a foot deep. And when they get out into the creek, they get all busted up just like their tusks do. And that's a piece of one. And I'm showing it to you because you'd find that and say, what the heck is that? It looks like a piece of bark. Which would be cool too if it was fossil bark, but it's not. And then we got a piece of a big gator. Big gator scoot. Maybe I'll find the other half. Glue it back together. And another piece of tusk. There's somebody big in here. And a gator tooth. About 50 scoops in. This took me 2 scoops to come up with those things, but figure I'd show you since I had them back-to-back scoops with stuff in them. Cool deal. Let's see what else we can get. Right back again. This is part of a big antler. Pretty cool, huh? A little beat up, but still cool. Probably chuck him back for you. You can see where the brow tine came off there. Big deer. Big one. I don't know what that is. Maybe another piece of a gator. That popped right up. That was the very next scoop. Cool. Alright, let's get back at it. We got a megalodon. Yay! Ooh, getting windy. Sorry about the wind noises. Really nice shape. Sweet Meg. Good shape. Digging and digging and digging. It's ocean floor. There's got to be one in here somewhere. Big hunk of tortoise. Big hunk of turtle. Tortoise. Cool. Look at that again. 50 scoops to get at this. My back's saying, okay, let's go do something else, man. Megalodon. It's probably been way back in the mouth somewhere. They had small in the back, big in the front. Or it's off a baby one, or a young one, which this area was known for, juvenile megs. Pretty cool. Alrighty. I'm up here to check on Kathy again, and once again she has disappeared into the jungle. Where did Kathy go? Probably wrestling that big cat for me. I want to get that on video though. She'll give it a stern talking to. I think I hear her. I'm stepping a hole here, all over. Quick end of the show. I heard her, but I don't see her. There she is. Hard at work. Hard at work. Well, maybe that big cat got you. It's tricky filming while walking in here. I'm liable to fall down. Into the show as the phone goes under the water. Blub, 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 blub. Come up even another little side shoot off the side shoot. Fine, getting sneaky now.
So I did a test scrape here.
What you got?
And I found.
Hey, Mako, I didn't get any of those today. Found me a little Meg. Probably the same size as your Mako.
So I got
Nice,
some tigers
that's
and
beautiful.
some dusties. I know.
Oh, tigers, put them on my hand, put them on my hand.
Oh.
There's tigers. Show the people what you got.
Sorry.
Can't figure out which ones are which.
Oh, here's one I just found.
That's what we want. Tiger. Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah. So let me show you some big things I found over here.
Yeah, show me some
which
big things.
are
Show us some big stuff.
used to be something cool, as you say.
Big gravel. Look at this gravel. Ooh, that's nice gravel. Oh. Big chunk.
That looks like the outside of it.
Ooh, yeah. What is that? Gotta get some sun on it. There we are. Dang, imagine these big critters wandering around back here. Dang, dang, dang.
Big pieces of bone.
Gotta put it in the sunshine.
Well, you don't have much.
Well, now you're way out of sight. Hold still, you got it. Ding, more bone. Dang, yeah, you're liable to come up with something really good back here.
And
what is that?
I know. That looks
That's
like
a wacky noodle. A big one though. Cool.
Yep. All
Beans.
right.
So you got sea bottom too, shells.
Oh, I didn't show you the best thing I found.
Oh, holding out on us, huh? See how it is. Oyster. Oh, well, this ain't a fossil, but it's pretty.
Is that an apple snail?
Apple snail. Yeah.
But it's coming home with me.
Of course it is. Cool. I like it. Very nice. Alrighty. Alright, folks. Been a heck of a day. Lots of cool things. Heck of a good time. What an adventure coming back here in this, hacking our way back in here and seeing what we can find back in the mystery cat jungle. Thanks so much for coming along. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a like and a subscribe and a comment if you could. How we doing with all this? What do you think of all this? You enjoying it? Sure hope you are. You folks have a great day. Thank you so much.